Baca is out there with Ivica Zubac. Then there's Kawhi Leonard. Then there's Jackson. And it's George in at the 2 guard. And for Milwaukee, Giannis is the 4 with Lopez the 5. Holiday out there with Dante DiVincenzo. And it's Middleton in at the 3 spot. Now here is George. And Leonard has it in the corner. The three-pointer no good.
He's not the guy that you want to give a wide open look from three-point range. They're lucky that that one doesn't cost them.
An era where we're seeing teams turn away from the slower 7-footers. Brook Lopez still playing a pivotal role for the Bucks.
There's been a lot of talk in recent years, Greg, as how the big man has been played off the floor in the playoffs. That's just not the case with Lopez because he's been able to step out and shoot threes along with being a really reliable rim protector.
And so the Los Angeles Clippers get the first points of the ballgame. Here's Antetokounmpo. 80 that time from Leonard.
That's the only kind of defense that's going to cut the mustard here tonight. You got to stay on top of a guy like that who can play at such a high level offensively.
DiVincenzo gets the bucket. And now just over a minute played here in the first. Jackson with it. Pass to Leonard. Let's go. No one on him, and he makes the easy one.
That's the efficiency you want to see from Jackson, using his poise and vision to make a play.
Giannis outside. And the dunk by Giannis.
That is ferocious.
You said it. That was ferocious. For Los Angeles, they've gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. George looking over the floor. Zubac kicks to Leonard. Just 5 to shoot. The Clippers need to get off a shot. He lobs it up, and there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. How about that strong defensive performance for this half's Mobile One block?
And early in the game, these sorts of plays really can set the tone.
Outside Holiday. Back to Giannis. And that won't go, missing the go-ahead bucket. Giannis has gone 1 of 3 shooting so far. Outside for Jackson. Back to George. From deep. Rebounded by the Bucks. And it's Paul George with the foul. That's his first foul. Greg, who would you choose as the best defenders of the NBA pick and roll?
That is a tough one. This will surprise some people. Nikola Jokic is one of the better big men defending the pick and roll, in part because of his instincts. You know, he doesn't impress me in terms of his physical attributes, but his mind, the ability to anticipate, having a sense of how perimeter players play the game. He's a guy that's terrific. I'll give you an oldie but goodie in Andre Iguodala. He's still terrific. And I pick bigger guys because you've got to be able to switch that and guard smaller players. And, you know, at the center and the swing position, those are two guys that still are very reliable.
And he's going to get whistled for that foul, G. That was intentional, but not exactly logical.
How about pointless to foul there? I mean, I don't know where his head is, but it's not in the game.
Here's what Milwaukee's going with right now. P.J. Tucker comes in for Giannis Antetokounmpo, and it's Pat Connaughton in for Chris Middleton. A shot by Holiday, nobody around. Oh, and that one had the right spin on it, and it is good.
Really well done there. Just confident and composed, never in a hurry.
Passes to Kennard. Nifty move. The Clippers shooting their initial free throws of the game right here.
Yeah, and 79% from the line as a team a season ago. Pretty reliable in that regard.
And that's good as he hits both of his shots. 1:07 left here in the first quarter. Holiday shoots. Morris with the rebound.
He loved to make them pay for giving up that wide open jumper, just unable to do so.
Kennard, the pass to Beverly. Kicks it to Cousins. And shot on the way. Rebound, Milwaukee. Clock management. This is where they can get a 2-for-1.
And Kevin, every opportunity counts.
Forbes can't get it to go. The Clippers have gone 3 of 7 from the field since we've gotten underway. And it's Beverly missing.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
How about Drew Holiday? Unselfish, team first player. Love that from the guard position.
Beverly feeling it out a bit. With 4 seconds on the clock, and the layup is good.
And Patrick Beverly can do that in close, finds a way to get that one up, and you know he likes to score. It doesn't happen a ton, but he loves it.
1 quarter in the books, and it's been a close one so far. Clippers lead. This is what Giannis Antetokounmpo recently told us when he was...
For me personally,
And for Giannis, Greg, the consistency from range has been a focal point.
The more accurate he is from outside, the wider the driving lanes become, making him nearly impossible to stop.
And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter, and we'll see what happens here in the second. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from the Clippers?
Well, going to the bench early, they obviously knew what they were doing.
Yeah, looking for a spark here, and the coach tapped the right guys to get out there and provide.
And yep, we thought we might see it. And the coach's challenge has been triggered on the personal foul call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being ignorant. A challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
For the Clippers, Morris comes in for Kawhi Leonard. And it's Patrick Beverly in for Reggie Jackson. And so it's Teague with it. He'll bring it up for Milwaukee. They trail by 3. Okay, well, let's check in with David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sidelines.
Hey, Kevin. Well, if you just look for a few minutes at Giannis Antetokounmpo on the court, you know why he's called the Greek Freak. But it's the drive that makes him an MVP. He said, people try to make it complicated. Life is simple. You know what you want, go get it. Do what it takes every day, and don't lie to yourself. Guys, I hope you understand I'm being truthful in all of these reports. Back to you.
Love the intensity. David, thank you. Wants to get it to Antetokounmpo, and does. And trying for the go-ahead basket, it doesn't go in. Here's Kennard. Morris. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
And you'd like to see more of this from Marcus. Attack that offensive glass and generate some points outside of those set plays.
Back to Giannis. And the dunk by Giannis.
And he's an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
He is, and he picks the simple one-hand stuff to get the 2 points.
Giannis Antetokounmpo has said he doesn't want people calling him the MVP because he doesn't want to relax. He said he fears failure, so he has got to get better. And those are the kind of nice inside looks they've gotten here in the first half.
Teague feeling it out a bit. Outside, Antetokounmpo. And the layup's good off the glass. Antetokounmpo's got 6 in the quarter. Well, Greg, there's been some debate. What do you think? Is Giannis the best player right now in the world?
I tell you what, if there's a conversation, he has to be in it. You know, some people might go with Kawhi, Kevin Durant. He's coming back. LeBron James is there as well. But Giannis is probably the guy to lead that conversation. You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
4. And there are the Bucks with another bucket.
Well, he could just see over the defense. The eyes to spot the open man. Giannis flourishing right now as a facilitator.
Now, here's Kennard. Tight defense on him. Morris finds Kennard. Hits the layup after the sweet pump fake to freeze the D. Kennard's got 6 points.
And the combination of his quickness and soft touch around the rim really allows him to pull off shots like that. A lot of players don't have the reverse in their arsenal.
1:30 left here in the second. Outside Teague. Shot clock at 6. Fires the 3. Offensive rebound, Bucks.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
Shots good by Kennard.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
Outside Teague. Now the pass to Forbes. Launches it. It's hauled in by the Clippers. Morris has got 4 rebounds in this game.
Is it getting cold in here? This is a tough one. Crucial that he starts to work a little harder for a higher percentage shot.
A platoon swap here for Milwaukee. Pass to Cousins. Back to George. That's in for the first basket of the game after 3 attempts.
They're getting on a roll inside. Their last 3 field goals have come from the paint.
6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Oh, and here we go. Jackson, nobody back. The feed to Cousins. Jackson kicks to Leonard. Pass to George. Back to Leonard. Puts it up. They get it back.
I mean, one guy who's still dominating the inside, DeMarcus Cousins, a great rebounder and a great scorer. That time a second chance, cashing in.
Thank you, David, for that interview, and we'll see you back here after the break.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show. Welcome back. A pretty close game for the Clippers throughout the first quarter. At the end of the period, they were... And...
We played through the first half. Plenty of basketball, though, left in this one. Like so many people know your story, born and raised in Las Vegas. It must have been an amazing feeling then to lead UNLV to its only championship.
I mean, Kevin, you know, playing in front of so many people, you know, has its pros and cons.
Right.
But to be a part of that 1990 championship team and the only one we've been able to hoist and to have my jersey hanging in that rafter, it's humbling, and yes, it brings back a lot of fond memories.
Like historically good, right? When you think of that team, what that meant, it has a historic place.
It does. We felt like we were able to etch our mark in terms of the lures of the game of college basketball.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for the second half of basketball. So for the Clippers right now, Ivica Zubac is out there with Ibaka. Then it's Paul George. Then there's Kawhi Leonard. And it's Jackson in at the point guard position. Bucks trail by 7. Here's Giannis. The shot that time, not on target. Nice D from Cousins.
They have yet to hit a shot, a real slow start here in the second half.
And now the fast break, Middleton with the ball. It counts, and the foul. That's on Reggie Jackson.
Finally, they get one to drop. That's one of their first 4 here in the third. And as much as Holiday brings to your offense, it's his defense that's repeatedly recognized.
Well, when you make all NBA defensive teams and you're smart and strong and quick like Drew Holiday is, I think not only does the reputation start to build, but your confidence in disrupting somebody else by playing that way is something you rely on.
They're consistently finding ways to get the ball inside and taking full advantage.
Outside Holiday. The shot off that time, so Los Angeles will take it the other way. Oh, Leonard in position.
Everyone knew Leonard would be a plus rebounder and defender coming out of college, but not many people saw elite scorer and NBA Finals MVP on his resume.
Passes it to DiVincenzo. Second shot opportunity. Here's Giannis. It's good. With that basket, he's now 5 for 9.
Antetokounmpo, those long strides and then fearless in his attack.
And here's George for 3. Antetokounmpo pulls it in.
Teammates right now covering up for the type of off performance he's having. In terms of scoring, this has not been his best night.
Clippers leading by 6. Leonard looking over the floor. He kicks it to Ibaka. Back to Leonard. Doesn't get it to drop for him. The Bucks go the other way with it. Holiday left side. There's the triple. Hands it from downtown. Holiday's got 8 points.
Boy, does that help. When Drew Holiday is connecting from the three-point line, it opens up so much of the floor.
It's Jackson with the drive, and it's in there. And the Clippers lead by 5.
Now, that play never gets old. The pick and roll will still be an offensive staple 100 years from now. Trust me.
And here's Holiday, who will bring it up for the Milwaukee Bucks. Their defense has only allowed 6 points in the second half. And the pass to Antetokounmpo. 1:25 left to play here in the third.
Giannis bringing it down, using that sensational length to get that finish.
Clippers leading by 3. George passes to Leonard. Antetokounmpo grabs the miss. Antetokounmpo's got his 4th rebound in this one.
traditionally, that's how you want to finish the break, right at the rim.
Yeah, anything other than a layup in that situation, probably disappointing. Had numbers, took advantage.
George dishes to Leonard. Back to George. To the paint. Here's Cousins. Good D by Lopez. Milwaukee's gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. A shot by Middleton, wide open. A miss that time would have put him up. The Clippers have gone a lackluster 3 of 9 from the field since halftime. And George gets it to go.
Well, a lot of times we talk about good passing, but accurate passing is a huge quality of a good pass, and Leonard did it there.
Holiday against Jackson. For the tie. The shot by Holiday, no good. Here's Leonard, and he gets the bucket. And now a 5-point Clipper lead.
Yeah, you could be as physical as you want with Kawhi Leonard. He just stays with it and is unshaken.
Here's Antetokounmpo, and that one released in time, but no good. The third quarter comes to a close. Los Angeles. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
Yeah, those are the kind of plays that you want to put on a canvas. Just beautiful basketball.
Well, what a terrific game it's been so far, with this fourth quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. They've got P.J. Tucker. He's out there with Bobby Portis, and it's Connaughton in at the 2. That's the 5 on the floor for the Bucks.
And this is right around the time when one team might start to pull away.
Yeah, this team is looking to add to the lead, trying to put the other team away, and threatening here.
Pass to T. Outside Portis. Off target from three-point range. Clippers leading by 7. Everly with the ball. Picked up by Teague. Pass to Zubats. And the whistle blows. It'll be on Pat Connaughton. That's foul number 2 for him. DeMarcus Cousins. He's checked in for Zubats. Morris outside. Passes it to Kennard. Just 5 on the clock. The rebound by the Bucks. We're just over a minute into this final quarter of play. Portis kicks to T. Here's Nora. It's Portis, high post. From deep three-point range. And no good. So the Clippers will take it the other way. Here's Cousins. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
And DeMarcus Cousins enjoys these and one opportunities. Feels like he can overpower just about anything that the defense is going to throw at him.
The Bucks making a switch here. Antetokounmpo's checked in. Just over a minute and a half played here in the fourth. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively, for sure.
Teague left side. That one a little long.
And guys, you've heard of overpassing. Well, that shot was an example of underpassing.
Maybe they can find a way to establish some rhythm in the next few possessions with the extra pass.
The pass to Cousins. Back to Beverly. Fires for three. The Clippers rebound.
Rare you'll see him miss such an open look.
Portis finds Middleton. Beverly against Holiday. Giannis outside. To end the cold streak. Rebound by the Clippers. And pushing it up. Here's the Clippers. Here's Cousins. And the layup is good after a nice lead pass. Cousins has got the lead up to 12 now for the Clippers. Greg, you and I have talked about how the NBA Finals used to be tape delayed. What's the value of fans getting to see the broadcast?
Oh, I would love to see Giannis in the dunk contest. Wouldn't that be sweet?
Clippers leading by 10. And we're about 3 minutes into the fourth quarter. Stolen by Holiday. And up the court come the Bucks on the break. Middleton the pass to Portis. And they go to the intentional foul.
You're not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
A platoon swap here for the Clippers. To the inside. It's stolen by Ibaka. And up the floor again. The Clippers running the floor. Outside Leonard. Inside. Here's George. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation. Dante DiVincenzo. He's checked in for Bobby Portis. Bucks trail by 10. Antetokounmpo looking it over. A minute 20 left in the game. And Giannis throws it down.
Yeah, he might not be the biggest guy out there, but he's willing to rip that rim off.
Clippers leading by 8. And here's Jackson. Pass to Zubac. 6 to shoot. Make it 5 for 10 with him in that bucket.
And we'll just watch the clock wind down, guys, in what will turn out to be a win here for the Clippers.
Well, I think the attitude was very impressive. Definitely a competitive game, and they fought through it each step of the way.
Absolutely. They put on a tremendous performance in terms of the effort and intensity. This was a well-deserved win.
35 seconds left in the fourth. George against DiVincenzo. And that one's good. George.
Making every effort to put this game on ice.
You love that the guys are staying aggressive late in this ball game, just not wanting to let go of the rope. I know people can't see you, but you're doing what I'm doing, scratching your head to that turnover.
Jackson dishes to Ibaka. It's a nice passing here by Los Angeles. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call. And it's Milwaukee's ball. It's a 10-point game. Teague the pass to Antetokounmpo. Dishes to Giannis. Serge Ibaka with the rebound. Outside Leonard. Over Antetokounmpo. And it's good off the back rim and in.
And they came in determined to take this one. It's going to be a happy flight home.
Yeah, when you step into an opposing team's arena and you can play with this.
Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that about wraps it. We bring you tonight and as
Kevin, thanks very much.
Portland is indeed one of the great cities in the NBA. David, thank you. Here are the starters for Milwaukee. Giannis is the 4 with Lopez the 5. Holiday out there with Dante DiVincenzo. And it's Middleton in at the small forward. And for the Trailblazers, the high-powered backcourt pair, Lillard and McCollum. Robert Covington out there with Powell. And it's Nurkic in at the 5 down low. Now here is Holiday. And here's DiVincenzo from the arc. Rebound by Nurkic. Here's the break. Here's Powell. And no good that time. Some solid defense from Antetokounmpo. Lopez finds DiVincenzo. Nice ball movement by Milwaukee. The 8-footer. The kick out to Antetokounmpo. 4 on the clock. A shot by Holiday. Nobody around. Antetokounmpo with the bucket.
And with his length and explosiveness, it's never a surprise to see Giannis get points on the offensive glass. Great nose for the ball.
And it's Lillard missing. For Milwaukee, they've gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far.
And last season, Lillard doing more playmaking than prior years, a career high in assists for him.
Well, we all know that Dame can score whenever he wants to. This team is better when he's setting others up. Lillard knows that. I expect him to continue to spread the ball around.
Just around a minute and a half into the first quarter. A three from McCollum.
That's the third straight miss to start this game, and they're still looking for their first basket.
DiVincenzo hits the layup after the sweet pump fake to freeze the D.
And creating a little separation here, gaining some confidence.
Yeah, it feels like they're just one step ahead right now, looking to build out their advantage even further.
Now the Bucks moving it up. Shots good by Middleton.
Oh, great ball movement there.
Portland's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Lillard against Holiday. Here's McCollum. Again, the miss by the Trailblazers.
Not how you want to start the game. 4 straight misses. I'd like to see some better ball movement from them.
And there are the Bucks with another bucket.
Yeah, they're going to have a nice little run here.
For Portland, they've gone 0 of 4, missing their first 4 field goals here. That's a 2 from Lillard. No good, unable to end this run. Bucks leading by 11. DiVincenzo kicks to Holiday. Antetokounmpo passes to Holiday. On the wing, Holiday. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Damian Lillard. That's his first foul. So for the Trailblazers, Cantor checked in for Yusuf Nurkic. Anthony comes in for Robert Covington. And it's Simons in for Lillard. Big group substitution here for Milwaukee. Portis, he's checked in for Lopez. P.J. Tucker comes in for Antetokounmpo. Pat Connaughton, he's checked in for Dante DiVincenzo. And it's Bryn Forbes in for Drew Holiday. Here's Middleton after the made shot from Carmelo Anthony. Kicks it down to Middleton. Clock at 6. Back to Forbes. Greg, you've always said to have a winning team, you need franchise players. Talk about the specific qualities you look for in those superstars that can catapult a team to greatness.
It's a great question, Kevin. Talent really isn't enough. You know, whether you lead vocally or by example, the agenda has to be winning, and your best players really define who your team is going to be. So the franchise caliber player is a much needed asset.
To the middle, Simons, a great 1-2 punch, beautiful pass and nasty jam.
Great court awareness from the crafty guard McCollum. I mean, a good teammate who likes hitting his open guys.
And Forbes kicks to Portis. And again, the Bucks miss. And Simons has got the ball here for the Trailblazers. They trail by 7. And a wide open look for McCollum sinks the three-pointer.
You got to know McCollum is looking to fire off the pass. This is why you must play up on him.
Here is Forbes. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. Back to Middleton. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Oh, the officials are all over that one.
Milwaukee shooting their first free throws of the game on this trip to the line.
And team stats last season, 74% shooting, so some numbers that they can definitely improve upon.
The Trailblazers making a switch here. Jones is checked in.
Probably as close to a sure thing as you can have at the free throw line.
Simons, the pass to Jones. He dishes it to Collins. A shot and foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
I mean, although he's young, Collins has already proven to be very polished. I mean, it'll be fascinating to watch this guy continue to develop.
Both shots good from the stripe. Here is Forbes. There's 18 seconds left to play here in the first.
2 fouls, and we're not even out of the first quarter. That's not a good pace to set.
For Milwaukee, they have had 2 chances at the line already, making them both. First one falls for him. And so he hits both. 12 seconds left in the first quarter. Now, here's Lillard. From deep. No good on the last second attempt there. And so the first quarter is in the books. Milwaukee. And regarding the mental aspect of the game, Giannis Antetokounmpo.
Definitely the game will slow down a lot for me.
Well, Greg, that might be why they put up so many points. They all know the roles. They've got the right recipe for everything they want to do on offense.
Yeah, his awareness plus unselfishness puts defenders in a no-win situation.
And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And for the Bucks guys, what jumps out to you stats-wise?
Well, they use the fast break to generate some easy buckets before the defense could get set.
Well, setting the pace early, aggressive mind state. I love their approach.
On the court for the Bucks, P.J. Tucker is out there with Portis. Then it's Holiday, and it's Connaughton in at the three. Holiday, the pass to Forbes. Here's Connaughton. Here is Forbes. Back to Holiday. 6 on the shot clock. Bucks passing it around. Stolen by Cantor. Now here's Brown. Guarded closely. And Damian Lillard with the jam.
And you can see him give a little nod and then just burst to the rim for the alley-oop slam.
A pair of teammates, Greg, with a terrific feel for each other. Now here is Holiday. Pass to Forbes. Here's the three. It's good. The assist that time from Holiday. Forbes has got 5 now.
Savvy play from Holiday. Quick thinking helps him get the ball to the wide open man.
Over to the wing. And a deep three from Lillard. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Portis. Yusuf Nurkic. He's checked in for Portland. Big group substitution here for Milwaukee. Brook Lopez is checked in for Bobby Portis. Antetokounmpo comes in for P.J. Tucker. Chris Middleton's checked in for Pat Connaughton. And it's Dante DiVincenzo in for Bryn Forbes.
And good luck trying to keep Nurkic off the glass. I mean, using his brute strength well on the offensive boards.
Here's Middleton. Good on the 13-footer. Middleton's got his second basket.
Now, they've tailored their offense around him. And let me tell you, he loves playing in this system.
Nurkic finds Lillard. And a little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second quarter. Looking to get back on track here. And the rejection by Giannis. And now the fast break. Middleton with the ball. And the wide open shot from DiVincenzo. And we have an intentional foul there, G.A. Wish I could say why.
That one's pretty strange. I mean, no idea what got into his head right there.
Catching up on the changes for Portland. Robert Covington's checked in for Zach Collins. Jones comes in for Anthony. A.J. McCollum, he's checked in for Norman Powell. And it's Simons in for Lillard. The shot by Holiday, no good. Trailblazers trail by 5. Here's McCollum. The shot, no good. Excellent D there from Holiday. Down low. Back to DiVincenzo. Pass to Middleton. And Robert Covington picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game. And there's a minute 45 left in the first half. Outside Holiday. Lopez outside. Clock at 4. Antetokounmpo trying to free himself up. Middleton can't get it to go. The Trailblazers have gone 3 of 8 from the field since the beginning of the second quarter. Covington wide open. He fires. And that comes off the assist by Jones. Covington's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. Antetokounmpo passes to Holiday. And so Antetokounmpo looking over it. Rebounded by Covington.
He doesn't get the finish, but the D's got to be quicker to rotate and stop him from getting to the rim.
Cullen passes to Simons. Off the mark, his first miss of the game, 1 for 2. Right side Holiday. And it's slammed in by Holiday.
He's an explosive, athletic guard, and I tell you, the coaching staff must love watching Holiday in the open court.
Here's Simons. 36 seconds left to play here in the second quarter. Jones against Middleton. Jones dishes to Nurkic. Jones in the post. Lopez grabs the board. Bucks leading by 4. McCollum against DiVincenzo. There's the pass to Middleton. The dish to Antetokounmpo. Shoots over Covington, and he got that one up in time, but doesn't go in. All right, Dave, thank you. And time now for the halftime break with the third quarter soon to...
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, Milwaukee came out looking very confident. Some lights-out offense and defense on display. And that'll do it.
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. Without question, Chris Middleton displaying his skills today.
And even with the defense shading towards him on every trip down, he still finds a way to come up big.
He's so good at reading opportunities and seizing up on whatever the defense gives up.
Pairing up in the backcourt, Lillard and McCollum. Robert Covington out there with Enes Kanter. And it's Powell in at the 3, the small forward. That's the group on the floor for Portland. And stolen by Lillard. Cullen passes to Kanter. No good on that one. Milwaukee leading by 4. Here's Giannis. Banked in off the glass. Giannis has got the first points of the third quarter up on the board for the Bucks. To the inside. It's tipped. Lopez kicks to Connaughton. Gets the three-pointer to fall. And the Bucks lead by 9. If you go step in a time machine, what would you like and dislike about playing in this era at this time?
Well, no doubt about the tempo and the spacing. I think that more than anything allows for the true skill and artistry of the game to be on display. I probably wouldn't want to get switched onto Embiid down low. I would probably dislike that and let it be known vociferously.
But I always pictured you as being fearless, like you would never turn down that kind of challenge.
I wouldn't turn it down publicly.
Now here's Lillard. Outside Covington. Here is Lillard. 7 points in the game. And the Trailblazers, another 3.
You got to get out on Lillard. I mean, his long-distance shot, you know it's cash.
Giannis kicks to Holiday. Back to Antetokounmpo. Passes it to Holiday. And the slam dunk by Antetokounmpo.
Hey guys, that's a sight we've become far too accustomed to see. Antetokounmpo throwing it down like it was just another day at the office.
Now here's Lillard. He's got 10. Again the miss by Lillard. And out of bounds as the Trailblazers gain possession.
And that's a gift if I've ever seen. That they've got to communicate much better out there.
An almost entirely new group here for Portland. Anthony's checked in for Kanter. Derek Jones comes in for Norman Powell. Hollis Jefferson's checked in for McCollum. And it's Simons in for Lillard. Here's Simons. Here's Hollis Jefferson. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. It's on Bobby Portis.
And really the defense fouling there to prevent the layup, but that's exactly what you need to do.
Nurkic checked in for Robert Covington. Chris Middleton's checked in for the Bucks. And the Bucks with possession here. They've led by as many as 11 points. Teague the pass to Middleton. Clock keeps going. 3 minutes into the second half now. Portis against Nurkic. Middleton looking it over. Here's Portis. Good, and the assist goes to Middleton. Portis has got his first basket.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Third quarter action, and just under 3.5 minutes have gone. Outside Anthony. Pass to Jones. Back to Anthony. Lets the three fly. Connects from three-point range. Anthony's got 5 points so far.
Boy, they've been terrific from beyond here in the second.
Well, Melo made his way back into the league last season. He was immediately a heavy minutes player for the Blazers. He looked good as a third scoring option for the team.
Here's Norrell. He's still scoreless so far in this one.
And with their hot shooting here in the second half, their field goal percentage over 50% now for the game.
50 seconds left in the third. Simons the pass to Nurkic. Now here's Hollis Jefferson. Defended by Middleton. From the stripe, Anthony's shot is off. Bucks leading by 4 to the paint, taken away by Anthony. Here's Simons, Teague covering, stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt there.
And no need to rush this. Let the clock run down.
Yeah, no need to give the ball back here. You want to close this quarter with momentum.
And a bit of a battle here for the ball. The official signals a jump ball here. So it's the Bucks now. Tucker dishes to Middleton. Shoots over Hollis Jefferson. And it's good, but hold on. The officials may want to look at that one on the replay monitor. And not so fast. The officials are going to check that shot again and make sure they got it right before we go to the fourth.
And even though...
And that's going to do it for the third quarter. The Bucks on top. They're up by 6. We've got more NBA basketball coming your way in just a minute. And let's go back to a terrific pass that we're calling tonight our State Farm assist of the game.
And the winner today, the big fella here with the sweetest of dimes. What a plus it is to have a post player who's got this ability to find.
Makes it a tough play to defend because you also have to guard against him taking it himself.
3/10 quarters behind us. One more to go. Thanks for being with us as we begin the fourth. Our fourth quarter action underway, presented by Gatorade. All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups. On the court for the Bucks, Middleton and Giannis are the forward tandem. Dante DiVincenzo, he's out there with Holiday. And it's Tucker in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Simons, the pass to Carmelo. To the middle. Lays it up and in off the pretty assist.
And the D not really doing its job there. A little slow to react to the ball getting into the paint.
Holiday surveying the floor. Middleton on the wing. Takes a 3. Rebound by the Trailblazers. Little kicks to Jones. Pass to Nurkic. Jones against Middleton. The pass to Little. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
And you want him taking big shots for you in big moments. That one was as easy as it gets.
Coach trusts him to make winning plays down the stretch. I mean, because he's shown that ability time and time and time again.
Antetokounmpo passes to Middleton. Back to Antetokounmpo, and it's good for 2. Giannis has got 4 points in the quarter.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Simons, the pass to Jones. Lays it up off the glass.
Yeah, that was the 3rd straight high percentage look the defense has allowed. The defenders have got to start putting bodies on bodies. Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
So Portland ends up going with the new group. The Bucks also changing it up. Lopez comes in for P.J. Tucker. And it's Pat Connaughton in for Chris Middleton. Pass to DiVincenzo. The offensive rebound. The kick out to Holiday. Left side, Antetokounmpo. Up again. It's good on the putback. And the Bucks lead by 6.
And those second chance points really become almost like bonus points when you can get them.
Lillard from outside. No good on the shot. The Bucks go the other way with it. And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by Cantor. And just about 3 minutes through the 4th quarter here. Pass to DiVincenzo. Back to Holiday. And that one clearly. And so the coach's challenge here comes into play. The coach protesting the personal foul call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able to. A challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. With double checking, and the game continues on.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Thanks, guys. I got a chance to hear Terry Stotts talk to his team during that timeout. He told them they have to pick it up. He said there's no time like the present, fellas. Embrace the moment, and let's take back this game. See what they can do, Kevin.
And the best part of that sequence wasn't Holiday's steal, but his quick decision to push the ball and start the break. That's when the D's most vulnerable, and he took advantage.
DiVincenzo finds Giannis. Lets it go with a 3. Dante DiVincenzo, and that's good. DiVincenzo's got the lead up to 12 now for Milwaukee. Lillard from deep three-point land. Portland, no good that time either.
He missed that one, but I've seen him drill shots from that distance in warm-up.
Yeah, and I have too, which is why they're okay with it. I'm sure if he gets that kind of look again, he's going to let it fly again.
Outside Holiday. Takes the 3. And it's Portland with the rebound.
And these are the types of games where one team clearly has the edge. Tonight, it will be a win by a large margin for Milwaukee.
A beautiful pass doesn't always get you on the highlight reels, but there were some spectacular dishes in this game.
You know what? It was a team that was in sync and just trusted one another to take the right shots.
The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for Giannis.
Well, the best work he did came on the boards. Nobody could match his intensity. His rebounding played a big role in this win.
Connaughton kicks to Lopez. Fires the 3. Connaughton passes to Antetokounmpo. The wide open look here for Lopez, and a miss there on the triple. Lillard surveying the D. That falls. Nice feed that time from McCollum. Lillard's got it back down to within single digits for the Trailblazers. And so the Bucks take the win. A truly, David, thank you as always. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now.
CLA Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
And the Blazers couldn't have looked any sharper as they came through the tunnel. Every home game.
Kevin, thanks.
He stays working and stays true. David, thank you. And the Clippers starting five. Ivica Zubac is out there with Ibaka. Then it's Paul George. And there's Jackson. And it's Leonard in at the small forward. And for Portland, the high-powered backcourt pair, Lillard and McCollum. Collins plays the four with Nurkic at the five. And it's Jones in at the three. Lillard finds Jones, kicks it out to Lillard. And that comes off the assist by Jones. Terrific talented backcourts tonight, Greg. Did it ever add anything for you playing across another top-level guard?
Listen, it raises the stakes, no doubt about it. You always want the opportunity to play against the best because you want to see where you stand. But in the end, even when you know a guy's better than you, and you're going to have that be the case a lot of nights, you still know that you will have an ability to impact the outcome when it comes to winning. And that's where you have to keep your focus.
And now here's George, the fast break opportunity. The putback controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
Kawhi, a double-digit rebounder in college. Scouts knew that would be a transferable skill of his.
And Lillard kicks to McCollum. Zubac against Nurkic. Kicks it out to McCollum. Over George. And it's in after a nice bounce off the right side.
Potent with and without the ball. McCollum is a tremendous spot-up shooter. And, guys, even though he's in a big market, Kawhi Leonard's still not one for the spotlight.
That is so true. It's not about the fame for him. He's in L.A., but Kawhi Leonard stays in his bubble. All the trappings that come with being a great player, he's truly focused on the love of the game, winning and being the best possible player he can be.
And the call will be against Jusuf Nurkic. That is his first foul of the game. And there's a foul. It's on C.J. McCollum. That is his first foul of the game. Here's Jackson. Just about 2 minutes into the game, first quarter of basketball. Inside, here's Ibaka. Here's Zubac. Nurkic with the block. And now Portland on the break. Jones is running. Kicks it out to McCollum from the arc. And another three for Portland.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
George against McCollum. George passes to Zubac. That falls. Nice feed that time from George.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Wow, that's a defensive breakdown. Can't do that against good scores.
Right side, Collins uses the glass to finish the layup.
You know, often we think of Dame as a scorer first, but they're reminding us of his great ability to pass the rock.
Kicks it out to Leonard. Puts up a three. And the rebound by Nurkic.
Okay, that's frustrating. You work hard to get these open looks. You know he liked that one back.
Oh, this is the kind of start they were hoping for.
George against McCollum. George dishes to Leonard. That one dropped for his second bucket. Mark him 2 for 4.
Well, Paul knows the defense is locked in on him, so he takes advantage and finds the open man.
Lillard the pass to Collins. Lillard surveying the D. Shot clock at 6. And they pick up 2.
And they've had assists now on their last 3 baskets.
Clippers trail by 6. George dishes to Leonard. Oh, and the jam by Leonard.
That's lit right there, courtesy of Kawhi's natural explosiveness.
Passes it to McCollum. Now Jones. Lillard outside. Kicks it out to McCollum. Over George. McCollum no good.
Very surprising. He gets the ball where he wants it in a decent matchup.
Leonard hits the layup after the sweet pump fake to freeze the D. Leonard's got 8 points.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Jackson against Lillard. He dishes it to Nurkic. Can't hit the free throw line jump.
Everything worked except for the outcome. You want him to shoot that every time.
A good close contest so far as we finish the first quarter. Trailblazers lead by 2. And back with the start of the second quarter in just a moment. Earlier tonight,
everybody has a chip on their shoulder.
Greg, that last point is key. This team plays lockdown defense.
And that's a big part of their identity. Most teams talk about being well balanced. This team lives it.
And getting going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. And taking a look at the Trailblazers' performance, what do you think they're doing or not doing?
Well, they've been aggressive from the beginning, particularly on the offensive end.
And that has helped them build an advantage here, playing with good focus and good energy.
And a chance here presented by Gatorade to see who's on the floor, all fueled up and ready to go for the start of the second quarter. On the floor for Portland, they've got Norman Powell. Enes Kanter is out there with Robert Covington. Then it's Anthony, and it's Simons in at the 1 spot. Morris kicks to Kennard. And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by Kanter. And here's Beverly. Here's Mann. Just 4 to shoot. Los Angeles needs to get off a shot here. And then Cousins with the dunk.
I like this. DeMarcus does a great job of getting involved off the pick and roll, and we know he can finish.
Anthony with it. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Lobs it up for Cantor, and stolen by Cousins. And pushing it up, here's the Clippers. Rebound by the Trailblazers. And here we go with Anthony running it up the court. And with the rebound. The Clippers in the lead. Here's Kanawha. Rebounded by Covington.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on him. And you look at Robert Covington, first team all-defense in 2018, the kind of versatile stopper that every team in the league could use. Any chance you get, you want to put yourself in a position to succeed, and that's what he did there.
Great job of reading the floor, got to the rim, and made a play.
And there's the call on Patrick Beverley. That's his first foul. And Covington may be not a star, but he's a winning player. We've seen that.
And the perfect example of that 3-and-D role player. Can guard 4 or 5 positions and can definitely sling it from outside.
McCollum's checked in for the Trailblazers. And then for Los Angeles, Serge Ibaka has checked in for Cousins. Batum comes in for Morris. Rajon Rondo subbed in for Patrick Beverley.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Portland no good that time either. And so it's Rondo bringing it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. And the foul is called. He intentionally grabbed him there for some reason. I don't know.
Kevin, all I can think of is that he's trying to slow the game down a little bit.
Right.
That's a stretch, though. Definitely a strange move on his part.
Catching up on the changes for Portland. Yusuf Nurkic. He's checked in for Enes Kanter. Collins comes in for Robert Covington. Jones checked in for Anthony, and Lillard subbed in for Anthony Simons.
Finding a little rhythm here that they have to like where they're at.
They're playing well. They're building momentum. This is how they can turn a small lead into a big one.
And with those points, he puts an end to that 10-0 run by Los Angeles.
The drive by Jackson. Ibaka wide open. He fires. Kept alive. Great positioning on the putback. And the Clippers lead by 8.
And they're controlling the boards, Kevin. That's +5 in that category.
Nurkic, the pass to McCollum. Misses the 3. The Clippers have gone 6 of 10 from the floor here in the second quarter. Kicks it out to Leonard. Count it.
Right there, that is poise of Kawhi Leonard, just taking what the defense gives him.
They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Lillard outside. 2 points. That one goes.
Perfect play to run there to get a clean look.
And the Clippers have possession. Now George. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Here's Leonard. Hits the layup after the sweet pump fake to freeze the D. Leonard's got the lead up to 10 now for Los Angeles. The Trailblazers have gone only 2 of 7 from the field since the second quarter got underway. Lillard finds Jones. With the shot. Lillard misses.
Wow, that's one you just kind of assume is going in. Tough luck.
And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
The aggressive approach. Leonard pushing the action, rewarded with the foul call.
It's his first trip to the line.
Terrific form at the line throughout last season. 89% on the year. And at the line, it's all about consistency with him. His routine, his stroke, it never wavers.
Lillard attacking. Makes it off the glass. Lillard's got 6 here in this quarter.
Almost unstoppable on the drive. Lillard's talent for ball handling, letting him just cut through the defense.
And it goes down 2 points.
And Matador defense, that's one of the easiest shots he is ever going to see.
And this is what happens when you start to...
All right, thank you, David. And folks, don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back. Kawhi Leonard is having one of those nights. He had 16 points and 1 steal. And that should...
Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. Kawhi Leonard really has his fingerprints all over this one.
Well, we'll find out if they were able to find an answer for him over the break. He was scoring with ease in that first half.
I think both sides probably adjusted a few things. The key for him is to bring the same level of energy over these last 2 quarters.
So for the Clippers right now, we've got Kawhi Leonard. Jackson is out there with Paul George. Then there's DeMarcus Cousins, and it's Batum in at the 4-man position. Lillard dishes to Nurkic. Back to Lillard. That shot misses. So Los Angeles will take it the other way.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Greg, you and I talk about the big man, his role in the current NBA, and how they can possibly carry the standard for the great centers before them. You played with the great one in Patrick Ewing, so you have a great appreciation, I would think, for him.
Oh, no doubt about it. And I think 2 guys kind of separated themselves a little bit. Nikola Jokic and Joel Embiid, I think, are the 2 guys that stand out for me because of their ability, in essence, to do everything well. They can shoot it, they pass it, they can shoot it from the free throw line, they give you rim protection. I throw Rudy Gobert up there as an elite center as well. Doesn't have the offensive impact that those guys have, but he does impact the game as well.
3 young, dynamic centers. Those are good names.
And the lack of rim protection, top of the list.
And it boils down to the question. Toughness. One team showing it, the other allowing itself to be bullied.
Catching up on the changes for Portland. Enes Kanter's checked in for Nurkic. Harry Giles comes in for Derek Jones. And it's Powell in for Damian Lillard. Cullen passes to Kanter. An emphatic alley-oop jam.
And maybe that'll trigger them. Impossible not to get pumped up after that.
Yeah, well, you could see the immediate reaction of the guys on the bench. They are pumped up. Beverly, the pass to Kennard. Morris finds Beverly. Always going up for the alley-oop here. And now Portland on the break. Anthony leading the charge. And Kanter throws it down.
Excellent on both ends of that play.
Yeah, the steal was sharp, but the slam topped it off.
Turning defense into offense. Every coach talks about it. Perfect example right there.
Here's Cousins. A 3-pointer off the mark. Trailblazers trail by 12. And with the rebound. And so here are the Clippers. Beverly dishes to Morris. That one falls. And now, yep, this will be a coach's challenge. We thought that might happen, triggering a review of the personal foul.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. With double checking, and the game continues on. You know, we talk about it all the time, guys. Those second chance buckets, always the result of that extra effort.
Beverly feeling it out a bit. The pass to Kennard. The 3. And it's Portland with the rebound. Here we go, all alone. And denied. He sends it right off the glass. From outside the arc. And again, no good by the Clippers.
And when you can't get anything to fall, it definitely gets in your head.
And his rhythm, it's been way off. The goal now might be to get him something easy at the rim so he can just see the ball go in through the net, and that helps.
And Beverly kicks to Kennard. Out to Ibaka. Back to Kennard. Nice passing here by Los Angeles. Morris inside. Powell's there. Morris with the bucket. Morris has got 9.
An efficient scorer inside. Morris can beat you with a variety of moves.
In the corner, Powell with it. Pass to Cantor. Back to Powell. Feeds it to Cantor. And the officials calling for a 3-second violation.
And it's easy to give up after a play like that, but this team needs to keep fighting.
It's just one trip down the court, but you have to have short memory in this league or you won't last long.
Damian Lillard's checked in for McCollum. 17-foot shot on the way. Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in. And the Clippers lead by 15.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
Lillard way outside. And it's the Clippers with the rebound. Leonard attacking outside for George. That's good, and it's Leonard with the assist. He's got 5.
A reliable jump shooter, Paul George's accuracy only goes up when he catches in rhythm.
Looking to end the run, and the bucket is good. 3-point play chance here for him.
And this team's struggles are not his fault. He's putting in work at the offensive end.
Yusuf Nurkic, he's checked in for the Trailblazers. Jones comes in for Anthony. We've got 33 seconds left in the third quarter. The 3 from George. The shot misses.
Yeah, that old adage about being too wide open, not a thing. He just missed it.
And Jones slams it in.
Oh, such a beautiful pass to set that one up.
Yeah, the pass might have been pretty, but the finish was angry. Rondo passes to George. Rondo with a clean look. Rebound by Nurkic. And now Portland on the break. With the putback, Batum grabs the miss. And so it's the Los Angeles Clippers. 13 points up at the end of the period. What a night they've had in terms of their shooting. Everything dropping in for them. And we'll be back with you shortly. And now let's go back to a play from earlier as we show you our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
This is why you preach teamwork. Some of the most spectacular plays are the ones where guys are feeding off one another.
And there have been 2 very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. Robert Covington out there with Nurkic. Then it's Damian Lillard. Then it's Little. And it's Jones in at the small forward position. That's the group on the floor for Portland. Leonard kicks to Zubats. Jackson passes to Rondo. Back to Jackson. Shoots over Covington. And Jackson with the basket on the assist by Rondo. And the Clippers lead by 13.
Able to switch gears at a moment's notice. Jackson beating his man off the dribble.
And that's an intentional foul.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
So for the Trailblazers, Carmelo Anthony comes in for Robert Covington. And it's Simons in for Damian Lillard. And the Clippers making a change here as well. Ibaka's checked in. Hits. Got that one from Nurkic.
And this is where Nurkic gets a lot of his points. Staying active even after the shot goes up.
Jackson deciding where to go with it. Oh, Leonard in position. Rager, the all-time assist leader for the Big West Conference. In that frame, talk about some of the traits that make for a good floor general, a good point guard, a good facilitator.
Yeah, I mean, listen, you have to be a leader because that's what the position calls for. Unselfishness, instincts, that stuff matters, but ultimately your teammates got to feel like you played for them, and that's when you have a chance as a team to be special.
I'm assuming you've always been like that. Am I correct?
No, That is not
really?
true.
Wow.
I evolved into a leader. In all seriousness, I think some guys are natural. Others, like myself, had to evolve into it.
Here's what Portland's going with right now. Enes Kanter comes in for Yusuf Nurkic. And Norman Powell subbed in for Jones. Trailblazers trail by 11. It's stolen by Ibaka. Pass to George. Leonard against Powell. And he lobs it up toward the rim, trying to go for an alley-oop, but excellent defense and anticipation there to stop it. And so they choose to intentionally foul. A.J. McCollum, he's checked in for Portland. And Los Angeles making a change here as well. DeMarcus Cousins, he's checked in for Zubats. Now here's Jackson. He feeds it to Leonard. Cousins dishes to Leonard. Got a piece of it. And the ball's tied up, so we'll have a jump ball. Portland with the ball. The Trailblazers have gone 3 of 5 here in the fourth quarter. Pretty good numbers coming out of the break. Los Angeles leading by 11. George with no one around, but they recover it. Knocks it loose. And for Portland, they're shooting 47%, pretty solid. A 3 from McCollum. Portland again missing. Clippers have gone 2 for 5 on field goal attempts in the fourth quarter. Stops, pops. That's good on the jump shot. McCollum's got it back down to a single-digit deficit for the Trailblazers. 1:33 left in the fourth quarter of this one. Jackson kicks to Ibaka. And the Clippers miss again.
And that is the exact type of opportunity this offense is looking to create.
You know, if you get the ball to the right guy in the right spot, more often than not, you're coming away with points.
So for the Trailblazers, Yusuf Nurkic, he's checked in for Kansas. Zach Collins comes in for Anthony. And Damian Lillard subbed in for Anthony Simons. And then for Los Angeles, Nicholas Batum, he's checked in for Leonard. And it's Luke Kennard in for George.
Guys, I think this is a game they have to feel good about as we wind through the final moments here in what looks to be a solid win for the Clippers.
Their inside game was what secured them to win tonight.
They have their way in the paint, and those are all high percentage shots, but the defense couldn't stop them from getting down low.
And you know, looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for Leonard.
Shouldering the load for them all night offensively. He came in focused, ready to go, and he delivered.
Down to 5 on the shot clock. Kennard for 3. A putback, and Ibaka is right there.
Yeah, they've sucked the energy out of this arena. Tremendous effort on the road.
And when you're on the road, you can't be tentative coming into a game like this. I thought their aggressive approach was the difference.
And here's Cousins. He'll bring it up for the Clippers. They led by as many as 18 points. Nailed from three-point land. And the Clippers lead by 14.
Inspired tonight. They fought hard and at crucial points just made the plays.
Especially during this last run, which ultimately put the game away.
And with that great handle and high basketball IQ, McCollum remains a lead.
All right, David, thank you. And that'll do it, folks.
Hey, Kevin.
Terrific. David, thanks. Now, the starting group for the Milwaukee Bucks. Middleton and Giannis are the forward tandem. Holiday out there with Dante DiVincenzo. And it's Lopez in at the 5, roaming the paint. And for Los Angeles, they've got Paul George. Ivica Zubac is out there with Ibaka. Then there's Kawhi Leonard. And it's Jackson in at the point. Now, here is Holiday. Pass to DiVincenzo. 5 to shoot. And now the Clippers on the break. Jackson has the open look. And it's wide right. Hits off the rim. It's stolen by Ibaka. Outside for George. 1 up, 1 down. 2 points with his first shot this game.
And that kind of awareness from George is really exceptional. Catching the defense flat-footed by rising up immediately on the catch.
DiVincenzo with it. Middleton left side. Lopez passes to Giannis. 6 to shoot. And the dunk by Giannis.
Set him up well there. Brook Lopez showing his vision and willingness as a passer. You know, growing up in Greece, Giannis Antetokounmpo was so poor, he and his older brother, Thanasis, had to share a pair of tennis shoes. I mean, how about how far he's come since then? Now he's the first foreign-born player ever with his own Nike signature shoe.
Clippers have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. Here's Leonard. And contact up. Folks, the coach's challenge has been initiated for a personal foul. Close game like this, and he thought it wasn't a good call.
Kawhi Leonard at the line for 2.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
And it's George missing.
Boy, not the kind of start they wanted. Only 1 for 4 so far.
Here's Lopez. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
No easy options for the defense when Lopez gets in deep.
The Bucks shooting their first free throws of the game. And so he makes both from the line.
Boy, he's got a great stroke from the line. That's not something we can say about all the league's big guys.
Jackson deciding where to go with it. Passes it to Zubac. Jackson with the bounce pass. Here's Leonard. Crafty move. And Middleton with the block.
Boy, the defensive hustle there by Middleton. Stretching out and getting his hand on that shot. Excellent effort.
And the Clippers making a change here. Mann's checked in. The Bucks also with the sub. Forbes checked in. And that was a great replay we just saw of our mobile one block.
Some intimidation right away. Got to show those shooters you're going to be there all night long.
Now here's Jackson. Here's Leonard. Lopez with the block.
Big Brook Lopez gobbling up space and getting the block on that play.
Got that bucket in no time at all. A lot of great talkers over the years, trash talkers on the floor in this league. Do you think they do it more to get themselves going, Greg, or do they do it with the purpose of getting under their opponent's skin?
And Kevin, that's a great question. And believe it or not, you see both. I've seen guys who do it to get under your skin, and I've also seen guys that do it for their own benefit. That's how they derive their confidence. And so it's about you figuring out what works for you. I've seen some guys, they don't say smack. They don't say a word during the course of the game, but they will cut your heart out. So it's just about what fits your personality in terms of making you play your best.
Well, I'm glad you don't trash talk here on 2K, Greg. I'll tell you that right now.
No, we don't do that.
Zubac is checked in for Los Angeles. The Bucks also changing it up. Bobby Portis is checked in for Lopez. P.J. Tucker comes in for Giannis Antetokounmpo, and it's Pat Connaughton in for Chris Middleton.
Yes, and how about the unselfishness? Paul George has no problem sharing the ball.
And the Bucks with possession here. The Clippers getting the bucket. Here is Forbes. And Holiday kicks to Forbes. This one for three, and Holiday is good for three.
With deep range and a wide arsenal of moves, Holiday keeps defenders off balance.
And now they decide to foul intentionally.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Yeah, yeah, completely a brain fade. I don't know where that came from. Just lost sense of time and the situation.
A platoon swap here for the Clippers. Now here's Cousins. It's rebounded by Portis.
It does not get much easier than that, but somehow he came up empty there.
Tucker dishes to Forbes. Off target with his three. Clippers trail by 5. Here's Mann. Good. And it's Cousins picking up the assist.
Boy, a very capable passer. DeMarcus Cousins does a solid job recognizing where to go with the ball.
Outside Holiday. Here's Tucker. Up again. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Way to work the glass. Buffet style. Second chance buckets. They can make a big difference.
That's a 2 from Kennard. Makes good on the step-back jumper.
Love the unselfishness of Beverly. I mean, when he sees his teammate wide open, he quickly gets him the ball.
At the end of one, a closely contested game. So we recently caught up with Drew Holiday, who talked about some trying times.
Being able to go through adversity and come out stronger.
And Greg, you feel like that pressure never really got to Holiday.
One of the toughest guards in the league, mentally and physically. He's a machine that just keeps on coming, no matter the circumstances.
Some good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after the first quarter of play. And let's quickly break down the game we've seen from the Bucks, guys.
Aggressive at running guys to the backboard. You could tell it was part of their game plan coming in.
Yeah, and you know, when a team establishes an edge on the glass early, it really sets things up for the rest of the game.
Luke Kennard out there with Rajon Rondo. Then it's Ivica Zubac. Then there's Batum, and it's Mann in at the 3. They're the group out there for the Clippers starting the second quarter. And Antetokounmpo slams it in.
Yeah, you know, not every point guard would be able to find an open man right there, but T is always looking for the right play.
around, a minute gone here in the second quarter. Pass to man. Outside for Batum. And he's going up for the alley-oop. And the dunk by Zubac.
And when you leave a man open, Batum finds it. Great feel for the game.
Milwaukee in the lead. We're about a minute and a half into the second quarter now. Outside Portis from downtown. It's hauled in by Zubac. And for the Clippers, they're shooting here about 46% for the game. Batum passes to Zubac. Back to Batum. Here's man. No luck that time on the shot that would have put them on top. And Antetokounmpo gets it to go. Antetokounmpo's got 4 points in the quarter.
Attacking in transition, the most consistent way to generate easy looks.
Yep, exactly. And if there's any opportunity for early offense, you've got to push it and push it every time.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
And Connaughton has it in the corner. Outside Teague. Now here's Antetokounmpo. Back to Teague. Outside Antetokounmpo. Feeds to Tucker. Batum with the steal. Now the Clippers moving it up. Here's man. That one drops for him.
And 10 of their last 12 coming off assists.
And Los Angeles with some changes. DeMarcus Cousins, he's checked in for Zubac. Morris comes in for Nicholas Batum. And it's Patrick Beverley in for Rajon Rondo. Now here's DiVincenzo. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. And there's the pass to Antetokounmpo from short range. That shot missing. And the Clippers will go the other way with it. And Kennard wide open. He shoots. That doesn't go in. Had a chance, though, to take the lead. And the jam by Antetokounmpo.
How about the flash by Antetokounmpo? I mean, just an insanely talented athlete who loves to punish that rim.
Now here's Beverly. Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. Kennard for three. And the rebound goes to Lopez.
The game has been very close in a lot of areas, but rebounding has been the one differentiator thus far.
We've seen it time and time again in games. Effort and determination on the glass can make up for a lot of other weaknesses.
Here's Morris. Good. And it's Cousins picking up the assist. Morris has got the game tied up here for the Clippers.
And the powerful frame of Morris, difficult to knock him off his rhythm, and there finishing through the contact.
And Forbes kicks to DiVincenzo. Back to Forbes. Over Beverly. Kicks it down to Middleton. Fires from the wing. They get it again.
Because of that big body and 7-foot frame, Lopez a handful to keep off the glass.
44 seconds left in the first half of basketball. DiVincenzo against Beverly. Now here's Kennard. Not a lot of room, and it's the Clippers scoring again.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
Yeah, that's not the defense you need. You got to be tougher defensively.
Forbes the pass to DiVincenzo. Shot and game clock separated by 5.
And no need to rush this. Let the clock run down.
Yeah, don't give them another possession here.
And the defense to start that play was terrific. I love the fact that they attacked early in the shot clock.
From deep three-point range, keeps it alive, and Antetokounmpo on the follow. Antetokounmpo's got 4 this quarter.
Hey, offensive rebound.
Thanks so much, Dave, for the great interview. Don't go away, folks. We'll be back for the...
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody. A pretty close game for the Clippers throughout the first quarter. They were always within striking distance. And
we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. Greg, as a young player, one of your mentors was Patrick Ewing. How valuable was that to have that kind of guy tutoring you, mentoring you as you were just getting in the NBA?
I tell you, he was the consummate professional and really an incredible leader by example. This guy spent infinite amount of hours in the gym in the offseason honing his craft, first on the floor, last to leave it throughout his professional career. And that's something he had in common with all the truly greats who've ever played the game.
On the court for the Bucks, Giannis is the 4 with Lopez the 5. Dante DiVincenzo, he's out there with Holiday, and it's Middleton in at the small forward position. Now here's Giannis. He has 6. Holiday finds Antetokounmpo. 4 on the shot clock. And it's blocked by Ibaka.
An elite rim protector, Ibaka has the highly desired combination of athleticism and timing.
And we just got a second look there at the exceptional mobile 1 block.
And you can see the mindset he has. When the game's this close, he's going to bring it at that end of the floor.
Now here is George from deep. And it's George again missing.
And, you know, even though that shot didn't go down, I like how they got him a wide-open look in space there. You know, guys, when you push it hard like that on the break, those are the easy buckets that'll be waiting for you.
George looking around. And it's George finishing it off.
Not much you can do against Paul George on the drive. I mean, he's got great length, and he knows how to use it, and he gets exactly where he wants to.
Here's Giannis. Can't hit that one. Some solid defense from Ibaka.
Far from an ideal start here. I mean, this half just 1 for 4 so far. You know, it hasn't been his best outing, but they still find themselves in the driver's seat here.
Giannis kicks to DiVincenzo. Back to Antetokounmpo. Basket good.
Few better than Giannis completing the play. Incredible strength, plus excellent agility.
The Bucks shooting their 3rd free throw shot of the game.
And team stats last season, 74% shooting, so some numbers that they can definitely improve upon.
And the Clippers making a switch here. Cousins is checked in. Now here's George. He's got 6. Pass to Ibaka. Back to George. Cousins, the pass to Ibaka. It's hauled in by Giannis. Antetokounmpo's got his 5th rebound in this one. DiVincenzo against Leonard. Here's Tucker. Drains the wing trade. Tucker's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. DiVincenzo against George. Outside Leonard. 3-pointer. And the Clippers miss again. Bucks leading by 4. And he makes no mistake on the slam dunk.
Boy, I love the unselfishness there. I mean, if you're open Antetokounmpo, make sure you get the ball.
And so it's Jackson who brings it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. Dishes it to Leonard. Will it go? And Kawhi Leonard with the slam.
And some hang time on the rim. Puts a little cherry on the top of that slam.
Well, those kind of displays of strength can get one team rolling.
And can put the other team on its heels. We'll see how it plays out.
A different look for Milwaukee. Bobby Portis is checked in for Antetokounmpo. Antetokounmpo comes in for Dante DiVincenzo. And it's Teague in for Drew Holiday. Pulls it from 20. The Clippers grab the miss.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
And stolen by Portis. Jackson dishes to Ibaka. Outside, George. To the middle. And Cousins throws it down.
Boy, George is an outstanding player. Actually, one of the very best in the league. In these screen and roll sets, he knows exactly what to do.
Now here's Teague. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. And Tucker kicks to Connaughton. Back at 6. Here's Portis, and he drops in the layup off the glass.
And not quite as aggressive from outside as they were in the first half, sticking to the high percentage shots, playing smart with the lead.
Here's Jackson. To the paint, poke loose. 2 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Bucks leading by 4. Here's Connaughton. First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
Had a success rate from the line last year of about 78%.
The first free throw is good. Both good from the line that time. Now George. 6 points for him. Lets it go from deep. Drills it from outside. George has got 7 points for the quarter.
He can certainly stroke it from deep. The three-pointer is not a shot that George is going to pass up.
We're at the end of the third, and we've still got a close one. Bucks lead by 3. We'll be back shortly live from Staples Center in downtown Los Angeles. And I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the fourth quarter. Milwaukee leading by 3. We've got Patrick Beverly. Morris is out there with Ivica Zubac. Then it's Luke Kennard. And it's man in at the 3 spot. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Clippers. Now here is Holiday. 5 on the clock. 3-pointer. It's hauled in by Zubac.
You know, even though they're on top in this one, you'd like him to be better out there because he's capable of being better. It sure would make things a lot easier, too.
And the Bucks with some changes. P.J. Tucker, he's checked in for Lopez. Antetokounmpo comes in for Bryn Forbes. And it's T in for Drew Holiday.
Man, I like the fact that Middleton, because of his strength, is able to fight through contact and get shots to fall even when he's been hit.
In a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for the Bucks.
Anytime you get as many points in the paint as they have, you know you've got a good thing going and you just want to keep it going.
And how about the work they're doing also on the offensive glass? Creating those extra opportunities has been critical.
Now here's Beverly. Plays it up and banks it in.
Wonderful ball handling there from Patrick Beverly. Incredible seeing him glide through the defense with those moves there.
T kicks to Middleton. 1 minute now into this fourth quarter. Releases. The shot, no good. So Los Angeles will take it the other way.
And he's trying to shoot his way out of it. You know, they have the lead, but honestly, I think it might help if he'd be a little bit more selective tonight. And those are the types of shots down the stretch that win you ball games.
Now here's Teague. Outside, Antetokounmpo. Passes to Portis. Back to Antetokounmpo. To the inside. Stolen by Zubac. And now the Clippers on the break. Beverly with the ball. An intentional foul committed, but for what purpose, Greg? I'm not sure.
A scene of confusion right there. I can't imagine why he thought it was a good idea to foul there.
Catching up on the changes for the Clippers. Nicholas Batum. He's checked in for Marcus Morris. Paul George comes in for Luke Kennard. Rajon Rondo subbed in for Patrick Beverly. Los Angeles calls timeout. The short rest very important, and one of the benefits of this part of the game is getting on the same page with your team while having the chance to hydrate with Gatorade. Replenish your energy for the late game push. And some changes here for the Bucks. Dante DiVincenzo comes in for Antetokounmpo. And it's Holiday in for Jeff T. And we've got an update here, so let's check in with David Aldridge reporting from the sideline.
Hey, Kevin, during that last break, I heard Tyronn Lue as he talked with the team, and he's pushing them to empty the tank. He said, I know you're tired and it's been a tough game, but we can't hold back. If you're tired, come out. Otherwise, I want you full speed, guys.
Thank you, David. Middleton against Ibaka. And so they foul intentionally. Here's Antetokounmpo.
Blessed with awesome physical tools. Ibaka can alter shots anywhere on the floor. And they get the rebound, but guys, that's been the issue throughout the game.
Yep, and the results on the scoreboard are attributed to how they've been out-rebounded thus far.
Here's Holiday. Paul George making his last shot. Right side Holiday. Fires it up. And the rejection by Ibaka. And he recovers it. The shot by Holiday, no good. And here we go. Fast break. Beverly's got it. The dish to Leonard. At the elbow, it's Cousins. Beverly the pass to Cousins. Leonard with no one around. Los Angeles with a fresh shot clock. Ibaka, no luck. The Bucks trail. The shot by Middleton, wide open. And again, the Bucks miss.
We know how good a shooter he is. It's frustrating for him when he's not able to knock down that kind of wide open look.
And so Antetokounmpo will bring it up for Milwaukee. The shot by Holiday, no good.
I think he'll think twice about attempting that shot next time. The defense was right on top of him there.
And here's Giannis. 1:27 left to play in the final quarter. Can they get it? Paul George with the steal. Here's Cousins. And he's going to get whistled for that foul. Gee, that was intentional, but not exactly logical.
How about pointless to foul there? I mean, I don't know where his head is, but it's not in the game.
Here's what the Clippers are going with right now. Ivica Zubac has checked in for DeMarcus Cousins. And Reggie Jackson subbed in for Patrick Beverly. Clock is at 3. Leonard, no luck.
He is single-handedly dropping the temperature in here with that cold streak.
And he's got to find other ways to contribute then, because his shot making is not happening right now.
Oh, you just love seeing a player with absolutely no fear.
Cool, calm, collected, and confident in the biggest moment of the game. Yes.
Now here's Leonard. Pass to Zubac. It falls!
Boy, it's a scary sight when Kawhi Leonard starts lighting it up like this.
Holiday dishes to Antetokounmpo. And there's the defensive 3-second call. And he shows the focus there, nails the technical.
You can't have any more pressure on you than he had at the line right there. Shows you what he's made of as he's able to tie it up.
Now here is Holiday. Middleton looking it over. He dishes it to Antetokounmpo. It's in!
Man, the attitude of Antetokounmpo, really impressive. Really what you want to see in your team's best player. He's a guy that doesn't back down when the game gets tight and things are on the line.
And it's George missing. So a close game sees Milwaukee taking this one. All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. It's just about game time. The Blazers never looked more. Let's take a look at our starters from Portland. Pairing up in the backcourt, Lillard and McCollum. Nurkic is out there with Robert Covington, and it's Jones in at the 3 spot. And for Milwaukee, Giannis is the 4 with Lopez the 5. Dante DiVincenzo, he's out there with Holiday, and it's Middleton in at the small forward position. Launches a 3. The shot, no good. And Milwaukee the other way now. And McCollum on the floor, all business. Off the court, he's a very outspoken player, very colorful guy. And Greg, you were saying you see a future in media for him when he stops playing.
No doubt about it, Kevin. I mean, McCollum spoke up quickly about the seriousness of the virus when they were playing. He's very knowledgeable and shares what's on his mind. A media position after he's done playing is a very real possibility if he chooses to.
Outside Holiday. Rebound by the Trailblazers. 3-on-3. Nurkic with it. He's picked up by Lopez. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. Plenty of experience, Greg, on the floor tonight. How does that shape what we're about to see, do you think?
You know, Kevin, this is one of those games where guys are going to be smart out on the floor. They're going to be in the right positions to make plays. And honestly, this could come down to who makes the bigger, tougher shots.
Passes it to DiVincenzo. A good finish at the rack off the slick feed.
Not sure how he saw that there. Holiday with a firm understanding how to get the ball to an open teammate.
Lillard from deep three-point land. Again, the miss by the Trailblazers. Bucks have gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. Pass to Lopez. It's good. The assist that time from Holiday. Lopez has got his 2nd bucket of the game to go.
Offense clicking early here. 3 for 4 to start this one.
DiVincenzo against McCollum. Covington trying to break free, and Nurkic gets it to go.
And Nurkic testing his luck from the mid-range.
The Bucks have gone 3 of 4 from the field to start out the game. Holiday looking for an opening. Pass to DiVincenzo. Fires from deep. It doesn't go for him. And the Trailblazers going the other way. Kicks it out to Jones. Covington against Middleton. Covington's shot is off. Milwaukee's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. DiVincenzo passes to Middleton. Over McCollum. Middleton can't get it to go.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
That one's in. His first bucket of the game. He's 1 for 2.
Well, Middleton does have some length himself, and he utilizes it there on the drive.
Lillard with it from deep three-point range. Portland again missing. There's 1:54 left to play in the first. And that's out of bounds. Milwaukee will retain possession. And the Bucks with some changes. Bobby Portis comes in for Brook Lopez. And it's Bryn Forbes in for Dante DiVincenzo. An almost entirely new group here for Portland. Enes Kanter's checked in for Nurkic. Zach Collins comes in for Robert Covington. Carmelo Anthony's checked in for Derek Jones. And it's Simons in for Lillard. Now here's Giannis. 2 on the clock. Outside Holiday. And Kanter pulls it down. Trailblazers trail by 5. Lobbed up there for Collins. That shot off.
And what should have been a simple pass and finish ends up in a missed opportunity on that alley-oop attempt.
Yeah, you'd like to keep things a little more simple, and that was a play that didn't quite develop the way they wanted it.
And here are the Trailblazers now after Chris Middleton missed from long range. Misses off the right iron.
Just doing the job on the backboard.
And Forbes kicks to Portis. Down low. And to Tacumbo.
Giannis bringing it down, using that sensational length to get that finish.
And so it's McCollum. He'll bring it up for Portland. They trail by 7. Collins finds McCollum. And the rejection by Giannis. Goes back up. Again, the miss by the Trailblazers.
I saw a green light there. The D's not going to get away with that kind of lapse all that often here tonight.
And onto Tacumbo on the follow.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
Here's Kanter. Bank shot, no good. On offense here, the Bucks. They're on a 12-3 run right now. Middleton for 3. Giannis passes to Portis. There's a 4-second difference from the shot clock to the game clock. Antetokounmpo kicks to Forbes. A chance there to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. And here's McCollum for 3. Offensive rebound.
I feel like Melo has always been a guy who doesn't mind hanging around down low, knocking guys around a little bit, and getting great second chance opportunities.
And so it's Milwaukee, bringing the quarter to a close with a 7-point lead. They're pounding the ball inside, and that's where they've gotten their best productions.
I like to stay locked in to the game. And
Greg, as you always say, different guys intimidate in different ways.
And when you have his level of length, athleticism, and skill, you don't need to say a word.
And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. And look what we've seen from Milwaukee. What do you think, guys?
Hey, why take jump shots when you can get your points at the rim?
Yeah, that worked wonders for them in the quarter. We'll see what kind of adjustments get made.
Middleton and Giannis are the forward tandem. Then there's Bobby Portis. And there's Teague. And it's Connaughton in at the 2. That's the group for Milwaukee right now.
And they're controlling the boards, Kevin. That's +5 in that category.
Great instincts by Giannis. Superb timing, and then he pounced on top of that miss.
And he commits the intentional foul.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
And the Bucks making a change here. Here's the pass to Kanter. Portland moving the ball over. And the shot is good. Hollis Jefferson's got his first points in this one.
Now, there's some easy offense there. Keep finding looks in that area, and their shooting percentages tonight are going to be off the charts.
Outside Teague to the inside. It's deflected. 3-on-3. Shoots a fader. And a little luck that time, but it drops.
He was wide open, but just to make sure, he put a little fade on that jumper.
Passes to Forbes. Here's Tucker. A putback. And Teague is right there.
And that bucket adds to what has been a big difference in points in the paint between the two teams.
Kanter, the pass to Simons. Back to Kanter. The second chance effort. Nice fake, but the layup off the mark.
You're not going to see that very often. The defense in the vicinity, but still, he's not one to blow layups.
Teague against Anthony, and now we've got the intentional foul. Antetokounmpo's checked in for the Bucks. Pat Connaughton comes in for Bryn Forbes. 2 minutes now played in the second quarter. Antetokounmpo kicks to Connaughton. Stolen by McCollum. And now here comes Jones leading the break. And he'll shoot free throws here. And here we go. Coach's challenge happening right now. This one in regards to the personal foul. Seeing if that was the right call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
It's Antetokounmpo on the wing. And Antetokounmpo slams it in.
And credit the screen for giving him the space he needed to get to the rim.
For sure, GA allows him to come in with the sledgehammer.
Yeah, why settle for the layup when you can attack the rim and rise up like that?
Yeah, just a solid job on the backboard. They are really controlling the inside.
Greg, did you know when you were playing that you'd eventually want to call games, be in the broadcast table?
Kevin, no idea. I didn't have any clue. And quite honestly, didn't really think that there was a career that one could have in terms of broadcasting. You know, because cable was just kind of coming on as I was retiring. You didn't have your own network and the things that we take for granted now. So looking back on it, no, but boy, am I glad I did.
I am glad you did too. You probably don't remember this. Doc Rivers and I were doing a game. You came over to say hi to the two of us. Went back out on the floor. Doc nudges me and said he'll be great in TV someday. We saw it then.
He's a good mind. The man knows what he's talking about.
Lillard from deep three-point land sinks it. What range from outside. Wow. Lillard's got 5 now.
Yeah, defensively, you like to try and run Lillard off of that spot because, man, he gets it going out there, he's going to hurt you.
And here is Teague. Lobbed up there for Lopez.
Another bucket down low. They've been the aggressors, taking the ball inside and attacking at the rim.
Lillard surveying the D. And the Trailblazers, another 3.
And we know it. We've seen it. Lillard's range extends well beyond the three-point line. Hard to keep a hand in his face from that far out.
Teague, the pass to Lopez. Back to Teague. Scored the basket, his second of 2 attempts.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
The 3 from McCollum, and the dunk by Covington.
Well, really good ball movement on the entire possession, and then CJ getting slick.
There's 21 seconds left in the first half. Teague against Lillard. Now here's Teague. Covington with the steal. And now Lillard pushing it up. No one back to stop him.
Well, for a guy who used to be more proficient in the half-court game, Lillard showing that nowadays he's just as dominant in transition.
All right, David, thank you. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the third quarter.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello, it's Milwaukee with the advantage at the half. They have a narrow 3-point lead. And
pull it back, Kobe. Rest in peace to the mind man, baby GG. No,
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. You have to like what we've seen so far from Damian Lillard.
Yeah, and through the first 2 quarters, he has been the offense for this team.
Yeah, he's shouldering the load right now and looking really comfortable while he's doing it.
Third quarter action getting rolling right now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's who's on the floor. On the floor for Portland, the high-powered backcourt pair, Lillard and McCollum. Robert Covington out there with Nurkic, and it's Powell in at the 3, the small forward.
And one thing that I don't think Dame Lillard gets enough recognition for, he's an absolutely fantastic leader for this team. The exact kind of captain you would want.
Dame Lillard doesn't do anything with regards to making excuses for some of the reasons why the team may come up short. All he's concerned with is how can we get better. That's the kind of leader you can get behind.
And a minute played as the second half gets going. Powell against Middleton. Powell dishes to Nurkic. Some solid defense from Antetokounmpo.
And they haven't been able to turn it into a big lead, but their rebounding advantage is starting to add up. The chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
90 seconds now into the second half. Lillard finds Powell. Now Covington. Nurkic trying to get open, and he buries that one, drilling the rim on the way down.
And stays ready and reacts quickly. Covington is an ideal catch-and-shoot scoring option.
Outside Holiday. Middleton on the wing. Back to Holiday. Shot clock at 5. Tries it from 19. It's not going to go for him. Now the Trailblazers take it the other way. 8 feet away. McCollum passes to Covington. Back to McCollum for the tie. Rebounded by the Bucks. Antetokounmpo's got his 16th rebound on the night.
Just not much success when it comes to shooting.
Even if you're not shooting it, you like to see the effort level, and his tonight has been high.
And stolen by DiVincenzo. Nice move. Here's Middleton. He can't get that one to fall. Good D by Covington.
And it's just one of those days, guys. He has just struggled to shoot the basketball.
And the dunk by Covington.
That's going to be a big morale booster.
And you know what? It could come down to those second chance buckets when it's all said and done today.
Well, especially in a close game, every possession matters.
And the rejection by Giannis. Lillard misses. The Bucks have gone 2 of 7 from the field in the third. That leaves room for improvements. Middleton can't get it to go. Portland trailing here. For the lead. And Damian Lillard, good for the 3. Lillard's got 13 points.
Now there's another way Lillard can beat you off the ball. Great timing on the catch and shoot.
Giannis inside. Defended by Covington. Antetokounmpo with the bucket.
One of the more skilled offensive players that is on the floor here tonight. Not an easy fella to hold in check.
1:12 left in the third. Lillard the pass to Covington. McCollum kicks to Powell. That falls. Nice feed that time from McCollum. McCollum's got 3 assists in the game. Bucks trail by 3. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Kicks it down to Middleton. Antetokounmpo passes to Middleton. 5 to shoot. From past the arc. The putback. It's good on the putback.
Giannis down there in great position down low and good timing on the putback.
There's 31 seconds left here in the third quarter. Pass to McCollum. Back to Lillard. The tray. corner shot. And off the front iron, and in it goes. McCollum's got the lead up to 3 now for the Trailblazers. Covington against Giannis. Fouled in the act of shooting. And here we go with the coach's challenge. Not surprised in a competitive game like this. And he's disputing the personal foul call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. With double-checking, and the game continues on.
Tie game in Milwaukee. And after a quick break, we're going to come right back with the start of the fourth quarter. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with this feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
That's what great passing will do for you right there, dissecting the defense with that play.
And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. P.J. Tucker is out there with Antetokounmpo. Then there's Teague. Then there's Bobby Portis. And it's Connaughton in at the shooting guard position. That's the group for Milwaukee right now. Teague dishes to Antetokounmpo. Portland grabs the miss.
You know, and after fighting to get back into it, that was the chance there to tie it up.
I'm not sure, but that could be a game-changing miss. He wanted that bad.
It seems like they found their rhythm offensively, and they're shooting the ball much better out of the break.
T kicks to Connaughton. And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
That's the kind of work you want your point guard to do. Sensational ball movement by Jeff Teague there to set up his man.
Collins passes to Simons. Jones with it. And then Jones with the jam.
And some hang time on the rim. Puts a little cherry on the top of that slam.
Well, those kind of displays of strength can get one team rolling. And Teague, here we go. And it's slammed in by Teague.
Well, we all know that Jeff Teague is one of the quickest guys in the game. And sometimes when he picks up that much speed, he can also get up and finish.
Outside, Jones. Anthony against Antetokounmpo. Anthony dishes to Collins. Lobs it up for Cantor. And they turn over the 24-second buzzer, signaling the shot clock violation.
Yikes, that one stings there. Hurts so much more to turn the ball over, especially with how tight the game is.
Looking at who's out there now for the Bucks. Chris Middleton's checked in for Antetokounmpo. Bryn Forbes comes in for Pat Connaughton. And it's Holiday in for Jeff Teague. And Portland with a change here, too. Ande Hollis-Jefferson, he's checked in for Zach Collins. And the Bucks with some changes. Lopez, he's checked in for Portis. Antetokounmpo comes in for P.J. Tucker. And it's Dante DiVincenzo in for Bryn Forbes. Shot's good by Middleton.
It took a long time for him to get that first triple. Let's see now, though, if he can get going.
McCollum, left side, a three. Hits the three-point bomb.
I mean, could we say he was playing possum a bit there in the first half? Because it seems to be a different guy out there, way more assertive.
Giannis passes to Middleton. Pass to Giannis. It's Middleton at the elbow. Covington against Giannis. 8 feet away. And there are the Bucks with another bucket.
Giannis Antetokounmpo is a star in this league, and more the team trusts him in those moments.
Lillard outside. Kicks it out to McCollum. Tries from 16. Covington. Antetokounmpo pulls it in. And here's Giannis. He'll bring it up for the Milwaukee Bucks. And stolen by Lillard. It's stolen by Antetokounmpo. And he bangs it home with one hand.
Yep, that's a great look from Giannis there.
The Trailblazers have gotten 4 of their 6 shots to fall so far here in the fourth. A pretty nice efficiency there. Lillard from deep three-point land. Off the mark with the little step back, Johnny. DiVincenzo against McCollum. And it's Norman Powell with the foul. That's foul number 2 for him. Enes Kanter's checked in for Portland. Anthony comes in for Robert Covington. Holiday against Lillard. Shot clock at 6. Kicks it down to Middleton. There's the 3. That shot no good. And it's Portland the other way. And oh, here we go. McCollum's got it. The fast break chance. Count it. And tie game. That is a huge basket right there.
Remember that one, guys, a difference maker.
I'm wondering, is that the biggest shot of the game?
Here's Giannis. Count it.
Big-time shot from young Giannis there. He feels more and more comfortable in these big moments.
They've shared the load offensively.
And, guys, they put the defense on their heels. You can see right now they're trying to react, and that's what you want when you're in a rhythm offensively.
Powell, the pass to Lillard. 6 to shoot. Powell against Middleton. Anthony. And the rejection by Antetokounmpo.
Well, beyond the physical stuff, what I like about Giannis right now is the feel for the game. That time, great timing defensively.
24 seconds left in the fourth quarter. They'll be trying to take as much time off the clock as they can.
Exactly. Expect to see longer possessions from this point on.
Holiday against Lillard. Middleton outside. And Holiday kicks to Middleton. Those 3-pointers off the mark. Now a timeout called by Portland. What do you think, guys?
And the only chance here is a lob at the front of the rim. A tip in to tie the game. There's not enough time to get a catch and shoot.
And now, let's take a look at the New Balance player of the game, Giannis Antetokounmpo.
And his percentage from the field tonight seemed almost made up. I didn't think it was possible to have that kind of success shooting the basketball. You need a little bit of luck, a bunch of hard work, and a whole lot.
Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that'll wrap.